A great setup.
You like it?
Love it.
Why you got the Krispy Kreme hat on today?
Just because I'm sort of like a health guy, like I'm a health nut, so I just like to, just represent, I guess,
That's a health thing.
for me, because I like, the stuff that people just see donuts like on the surface, but they don't realize the value in them, the nutrients, the wheat,
nutrients.
the wheat, the triticale, the
I thought maybe like the dopamine hit.
oh, that too.
That's like kind of,
Yeah,
even though people like live off of that high, and it's really actually detrimental.
it is.
Very. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
Bro, so how long have you been in the industry, in entertainment?
In entertainment, I guess I've been in, since the 80s.
Different, dude, honestly, I feel like most, like the best movies were 80s.
The 80s movies?
Yeah. I
Like
feel
what?
like Hollywood was in its prime. Just
Yeah.
overall. Like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say any specific movie. I just think when I think about movies now, it seems like, and maybe it's just because I'm an older guy, that it's just like they're just regurgitating the same sort of storylines that have been done before
Yeah.
and not a unique way at all.
No, it's just like redo and, remake, reprocess, retard,
Yeah.
rebake, whatever, it's just the same thing over and over.
What was it? What was your favorite thing you'd ever been in?
Wow. I don't have an answer for that because every single movie you do is sort of like its own little diamond in the rough. So it's its own little adventure. And so I don't favor one over the other. I sort of I look at each one of them as a little piece of gold in my life,
Which one was the most gold, though?
Same question, different
Yeah.
format. I see
Yeah.
what you're doing. Well, then
You had to have like
let
one
me
was like
answer
more
it
fun, more
the
fun.
same way.
Maybe what was the most fun to film?
What I had the most fun on might have been Sorority Boys
Yeah.
with, where we had to dress up like girls. And it was just because the cast was so much fun.
Like that was like an original like humiliation ritual, Hollywood humiliation ritual.
What's that mean?
It's like when they have you do stuff so they can hang stuff over you and be like, we made you do this, now do that.
Not sure
like-
what you mean.
Yeah. You know how like I guess I want to ask you your perspective of Hollywood. Like before you got into it,
Yeah.
was it what you thought it was going to be when you got into it?
Yeah, pretty much. It was just, the concept of having fun, doing movies, getting to step into false realities and act out. And there was no real agenda except for, entertaining
Yeah.
and having fun and creating characters and fulfilling scripts. And it was sort of a more innocent time.
Do you think it's the same way now?
No, I think it's more agenda driven and
Yeah.
more political and more businessy, and it's not quite as fun and innocent as it used to be. I don't think. Not
Yeah.
that there isn't still some good stuff put out, but I don't think it's as much as it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely it feels that way.
Yeah,
Just even as a viewer.
yeah,
You're just like, why is this in this movie? Why is this like political angle here? Why do we have to like see it? It's interesting. I think
Yeah.
it's interesting.
I'm with you on that one, my guy.
You did so wait, you did was Half Baked
Yeah,
was with Chappelle, right?
Dave Chappelle.
How was
yeah.
that? How was working with him?
Dave was interesting. He's sort of in his own zone. Was there with him, working with him, having laughs, but he's sort of kind of has one of those kind of he's sort of looking beyond you a little bit, not in a mean way,
Yeah.
but I think he's always thinking of other things ahead.
Yeah.
So you're sort
Even-
of with them, but not with them in a way,
Like
Sort
you're
of-
not talking about when you're on set filming the concepts or filming the movie. You're saying just like in conversation.
just in general, his general aura to me was that he was a little more sort of here, but also it also felt like he was like looking down the road past you, and not to be mean but just
Yeah.
either he was a deep thinker or he was just in a haze, one or the other. But that was the perception I had.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder if that's kind of like how a lot of like super successful people end up being.
Again, I don't know how the wheels were turning in his head, whether it was something intelligent or something stupid or something in between. I don't know, but just my time spent with him, it was there, but it wasn't super, wasn't super interactive.
Yeah, I see.
But it was still fun, and we had a great time and made a silly movie.
Yeah, that was a classic.
Yeah.
Like a classic.
People love it.
Like to this day, still a classic.
Yeah, classic.
You get residual checks from all those movies?
Yeah.
Is that one? Which one gets you the most? You say most residuals?
Boy, that's a goodie. I think maybe Something About Mary, because it was such a big hit.
Huge.
Half Baked wasn't a monster hit. It was a cult
classic.
hit, but it wasn't like a huge
Yeah, Something About Mary. That's definitely like still a top 10 movie people watch now.
Yeah, it's just a treat. So yeah.
Do you like Hollywood?
Yeah, I like there's sides of it I like and sides I don't like. There's the sides where you can see a dream and come here and fulfill that dream, hopefully. And then there's a side to it where it's like any place, it has a darker underbelly.
Yeah.
And don't really like that side of it, but what industry doesn't have a dark underbelly, really?
Yeah. I feel like that one seems like it has like the darkest one though. And at least it has like the most stigma around it where people are like, oh, that's sketchy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that's true?
To an extent, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of dark stuff that goes on, because you're creating a lot of influence. You're creating pop culture. You're creating influence that spreads all over the globe, and some people have good intentions and some don't. So it gets tossed into the mix.
Yeah. Do you have any personal experiences with like weird shit going on in Hollywood?
Probably the weirdest one I had is I'm one of these celebrity nuts. I hang around with a lot of, I like to rub shoulders with a lot of the celebs. Like I'm one of these, I call it a party popper. Like I love going to like celebrity parties and stuff. And I was this about 3 months ago, right at the start of the summer, I was at a hot tub party with, unbelievable, with Cher and Barry Manilow of all people. Do you know this guy? The guy, I guess he flew in from Vegas. And everyone sort of wandered off to the buffet, and me and Cher and Barry were in the hot tub. And
what a weird trio!
I know, right?
That's so strange.
And Cher's got her fake, breasts, and they're just floating on the water like two loons looking for a home.
Yeah.
They're just floating around. And Barry starts whistling. Like he's a singer, but the guy starts sort of whistling. Have you ever heard his song, The Copacabana?
Yeah.
And it's one thing to hear him sing it, but the guy was whistling. I don't know if he was jacked up on margaritas or minestrone soup, or I don't know what he was into, but the guy's just like, I don't know if I can read. It was like,
yeah, such a good song.
And he's and I'm just and it's about an 11-minute song.
No,
it's
he didn't whistle the whole thing.
Yeah, he did.
Shut up.
This is what I'm going.
Trolling me.
No. This guy, and it's. I think Stairway to Heaven's the only longer song.
There's no way he whistled
This
that
guy,
whole
I'm
song.
telling you, he was jacked on pimento juice or
There's no way he whistled
melon
the whole song.
water. I don't know this guy.
No way.
And he was a little tipsy. And Cher's boobs are just floating like two loons looking for a lagoon. And, I'm just sitting there and I'm almost like, is this for real? And then, do you know Lizzo, this singer Lizzo?
Yeah, the overweight one.
Yeah, so, well, that's putting it kindly, but she's stumbling around with a plate of shrimp poppers. Have you seen these things? They're like deep fried shrimp.
Yeah.
She got them from the buffet table, and she sort of buckles under her own weight. And
Wait. What do you mean she buckles under her own weight like her knee went out? Or
no,
something?
she rolled her ankle.
Okay.
And she's got a pile of shrimp poppers about the size of a mini Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yeah,
Like she was into
hungry.
it.
She was hungry.
And she rolled her ankle and just stumbled. Have you ever seen someone do a cannonball?
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. And you could see her coming. It was like, because she was over at the buffet table. Here's Manilow whistling Cabana. Cher's breasts are floating around like two canoes looking for a way home. And she rolls her ankle. Shrimp poppers coming down like a hailstorm now.
There's no way this happened.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
this
believe you.
happened.
I don't believe you. You're
Guy,
fucking trolling
she
me.
starts rolling. Do you remember Raiders of the Lost Ark when that giant boulder started? We're sitting in the hot tub, and she flies in, and Manilow flies out.
No.
Lands on
You're
his
fucking
back,
trolling me.
still whistling.
Go.
Unreal.
Bro, shut the fuck up. There's no way that's a real story.
Well, you can Google it.
No, that's not on Google.
Read it. Who's your guy here, Damien?
Yeah, Justin.
Google Lizzo cannonballs Manilow.
There's no way that's a real story.
It's there. It should be there. Lizzo cannonballs Manilow, or Cher's hot tub loons. Look for that one.
No,
maybe.
it says there's no public information connecting Lizzo with Cannon.
Well, it was only 3 months ago. I told you that. There she is. See if it says Lizzo shrimp poppers her way into Cher's hot tub.
None of that's there.
Is that there?
No, none of that's there. You just made that story up.
Dude, I'm telling you.
There's
Look
no
for
way.
Manilow.
You made that up on the
Manilow
spot.
breaks spleen on Cher's cabana.
No, I'm impressed that you made that up on the spot. That you decided to incorporate all those figures.
Well,
That was impressive.
I'm just telling you what you asked me about a Hollywood story.
No, there's no way. I want a real Hollywood story. That was you made that up. That was impressive. I will say.
Well,
That was very good.
Sometimes Hollywood stories never get out, but I'm trying to share.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. If it was on TMZ, maybe.
I
It's
guess.
not. Yeah, it's not on there.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm surprised. Huh.
So before you got into Hollywood, like movies, did you write comedy?
I never wrote comedy. I just did it. I never write comedy down. I'm
Ever.
sort of against it. Yeah, I've never written down a joke. I don't like to write it down. It's too clinical.
Makes sense.
So I just would conjure up jokes or premises or concepts in my head and bring them to the stage.
Your whole career was like that.
Yeah.
So just kind of winging it.
Winging it, but with a side of planned,
Where's the planning side of it?
Well, the planning side is that, I know I'm going to wing it.
Yo, you're stop with me. That's just what I said. Wing, you just did it in reverse.
Right, but then earlier you reversed it on me.
Yeah, but it was I was trying to get the same. I was trying to get you to answer the same question in a different way.
But I did a double rebound zop with camel backflip right back at you.
I saw, but
type of thing.
It's different though.
It is different.
It is different. So you never actually planned any of your comedy. Even when you were in the movies, it was like you had a script though.
Oh yeah, I always deliver the lines from the script. But a lot of my movies, I would either just go off based on my instinct, or directors would ask me to just go off.
I see.
Or I would go off without permission because my comedy instinct was like, you know what? I know there's something here. I gotta let it out and deal with the ramifications after.
You improv most of your stuff.
Not most of it, but a lot of it. I don't disrespect the script or the process or the material or the writers or the directors, because that's not a good thing to do. You're sort of ignoring what you're there for. But what I hope to do is maybe add something that benefits it, improves it, or supplements it in a way that it's something they never saw and they like it. And
improving from the script.
Not improving from the script, but just improving from instinct. Like reading a line, maybe the line's like, hey, are you going to the store? And something in my head goes, hey, are you going to the store, watermelon teeth? Or what, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like it just, like things will come and you can't say no to them. You can't deny them because your comedy voice is
watermelon teeth.
Just put it out, you know?
Just have to say these words.
You got to say it.
Watermelon teeth.
Yeah.
Wow. Where'd that one come from?
That's what I mean. That just
You still think about Lizzo?
Huh?
You still think about Lizzo?
Oh, God. That was so scary.
You're lying about that, bro. You're lying.
Well,
You're lying. You're lying. But it was like you did have me in the first half. But when you brought Lizzo with the cannonball.
The shrimp poppers.
The shrimp popper and the cannonball and the
She rolled like remember the big boulder in Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Yeah.
And Harrison Ford's running. And when she went down, she's a big girl. I'm not fat shaming her, but she's
fat. Yeah, she's fat.
I mean, I think I saw she was rolling. I saw a tramp stamp. It said Gigantor right above her,
right in the back,
right above her ass crack.
Yeah.
And she was rolling, and the paver stones were cracking underneath her. And all rolled up, she's almost the circumference of a good hot tub. The circumference of Cher's, I think, is about 12 feet around.
Yeah.
And all balled up like a walrus, Euros. She almost fit right in.
Yeah.
And Manilow, he flew up and, good Lord, came right down on his spine and still whistling.
Still whistling.
It was crazy.
I feel like you listen to that song on the way here.
I wish. God, I don't hear it enough.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Oh, bro.
I'll make love to that song sometimes.
You make love to that song.
I'll go out to the bluffs out in Malibu. You ever go out to Malibu to make love?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go out to the bluffs on a full moon. And
it was full moon last night.
Yeah, I was out last night. I was out there with a chick, some beef, and I rented a Mustang, a yellow Mustang at Enterprise.
Was it a convertible?
Convertible.
Okay.
And we made Hot Malibu Love to Beth by Kiss. You know that song?
Yeah.
Beth, I hear you calling. And here's the kicker. But I can't come home right now. And it was right on that line that I...
Did you can't?
Well, I'm not going to say it.
Right. You made love. You were making love.
And then there's that moment. You pick your moment to achieve.
Yeah. To finish.
I can't come home right now.
Bang.
And wham.
Yeah, I get it. No, I feel that. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And it was interesting. Dope. And as I looked up, your eyes flutter, and I looked up, and the Concorde was flying past the full moon, and they don't even fly them anymore. So I don't know if there's something going on in at British Airways or the UK, like something really covert.
Maybe aliens.
No, this was the Concorde. Because it tilted, and I saw and it just, who knows?
I don't think
they say the Concorde doesn't fly anymore. I saw one. I was making love under the Malibu moon, just my body glowing like the metal on the edge of a knife. And I looked up, and God, there goes the Concorde. I can't come home right now. It's almost poetic, really.
Yeah.
Where do you like to make love?
Where do I like to make love?
Yeah.
Depends where I'm at. I mean, when I'm home, in my bedroom.
Your bedroom?
That's pretty vanilla.
Waterbed or what kind of bed?
No, I thought waterbeds are like gone.
Well, I'm just asking.
Have you ever
What's
made
your
love
sign?
What's my sign?
Yeah.
Is this like, are you trying to date me right
now?
No,
I was wondering if you're a water sign, because that would explain why you have a waterbed.
I don't have a water. First of all, I don't have a waterbed.
Well, you look like you do.
I look like I have a waterbed. I look like one of those guys.
You look a little seasick.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a Gemini.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah, what does that mean?
salad bar.
Salad bar.
Salad bar sign.
What the does that mean?
Well, the Geminis were like a sheep, right?
I
They
don't know.
love their greens.
What? I have no idea about any of that shit. I'll be honest with
Okay,
you.
well then we better just move on if you're not into it.
Salad bar?
Well, every Sagittarius sign has their thing.
What's your sign?
I'm a Scorpio, and they say desert,
Okay.
or they say water sign, but yet it lives in the desert where there's no water. So I think they got that one backwards.
They mixed it up.
Samuel put his hand up. Are you a Scorpio? Yeah. What day? The 14th? Yeah.
I don't know what any of that shit means, though.
Me neither. And no,
Speaking
I'm
of the
not looking to date you. I'm not. I like
fair.
girls. Like
Good.
I told you, I just made love last night out in Malibu to a piece of sizzling beef on the edge of a bluff.
With a Concorde flying by.
You know what's interesting too? Like
Go ahead. Tell me.
no, just out in Malibu, you have so many celebrities. There's all kinds of
Yeah.
celebrities
true.
out there, and Michael J. Fox has a Malibu home. Did you know that?
Stop. I didn't know that. I could assume so.
Yeah.
I know he's done well.
Well, this is the irony of life. This chick I'm making love to, this sizzling beef, wearing a yellow Mustang, and she's one of these gals. Have you ever been with a gal and they can't really get there without a toy, an aid?
I see what you're saying.
So this gal pulls out a vibrator, like a purple vibrator about yay long.
This is last night.
Last night.
Okay.
So Beth, I hear you call. She's working herself. She's a squirter. She goes off. This vibrator goes flying out of her hand, twirls through the air. This thing's humming, flies through the air. Michael J. Fox is out on his balcony. He grabs it and he goes still.
Just settled the Parkinson.
He just went completely still.
So that's almost like a cure.
I don't know if it's a cure, but this vibrator flew through the air. He grabbed it somehow.
Still.
And he just went completely still. And I don't know if that's science, if that's physics, but wow.
Sounds like a little of both.
No one's seen him still in years.
Dude. I hope that guy's okay.
I hope so too. Maybe it's the start of something. But the vibrator's sort of offset, I guess, his vibrations. And if it wasn't for me and my lovemaking ways, maybe we're on to some kind of a cure.
Maybe. Yeah, no, for sure. They wouldn't want that cure out there, though. I don't think so.
In Malibu?
Just in the general.
I think a cure's a cure. Have you ever had an ailment, like a real sickness, polio or SARS?
I recently cut off the tip of my pinky, though.
How?
Was just putting a dirt bike on the back of a truck. Nothing cool.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, this is a real story. I actually cut it off. Yeah, it's not good. I'm going to stitch this out tomorrow. I'm excited for that.
Did they find the tip?
Yeah, we brought the tip and then they kind of stored it weird. Then they couldn't put it back on because they said it wasn't enough. And it was like one of your farthest extremities. And they were afraid that if they put it back on that it would have died because it was so little.
Oh, wow.
But it's still enough. Like it cut off this much of my shit.
Are you circumcised?
Yes. I don't know what that has to do with my pinky.
Well, it's just familiar territory, I would think.
Oh, just cutting a little bit off?
Well, you lost the tip.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
No,
I
I'm
see
just
you're
saying.
trying to draw the lines.
I'm just trying to provide
Are
comfort.
you circumcised?
Nosy.
What?
Nosy.
What does that mean?
Well, you're asking me about my manhood.
You just asked me about my manhood.
Well, you answered like an idiot. I'm not answering.
You wouldn't answer that?
I'm not talking about my wiener.
You just asked me about my wiener.
Well, you answered.
Yeah, but you asked me, though.
I know, but you shouldn't have answered.
I mean, I don't care.
You stepped in it, guy.
You wouldn't want to answer that?
I won't talk about my wiener, even though I just talked about making love on a bluff.
You just did. It's not adding up.
You could close your legs. It smells a little. It's just getting a little ripe over here.
Yeah. Fair. So how long have you been doing podcast shit for?
Oh, podcasts. I was one of the first to do them.
Really?
When the audio podcast hit, I was one of the earliest guys in the game. It was Adam Carolla and me, and then I think Mark Maron jumped in. I think we were the first three, but I think Corolla was first, and I think I was right behind them. The
Damn, that's
audio,
like-
it was audio only back
that's
then.
years ago.
Years ago when podcasts first emerged.
This is like 10 years ago.
More, probably 15, 16. So Adam was kind of, me and him were kind of in it around the same time, but he was in a little before, and then I think Marin, and then a lot more guys started doing it. So I did an audio podcast, The Harland Highway, for 11 years. Didn't make a dime, just did it for the love of it. Lost money doing every episode, but I loved doing it. And then I just burnt out. I hit 11 years, and it was, I was doing it 3, 4, 5 days a week sometimes.
And just talking about what? Just random shit?
I had a library of characters. I had a whole bunch of characters, and I would literally phone myself on another line and
the
interview
fuck?
myself as other characters. And so it was a whole library, and I did over 1,000 episodes. And then I finally hung
That's
it
fucking
up.
impressive.
Yeah, I had a riot doing it. I had all these, I'd have George Michael would call in from the UK, and I had a crazy military guy, and Michael Jackson would call in. I'd do all these characters, and just I'd jump back and forth and do both voices. And I loved it, but it just sort of exhausted itself. And so I just stopped doing it for a while. And then friends of mine started inviting me on their YouTube, like Bobby Lee and Santino. And I started to see this new world of video podcasts like we're doing now. This is video, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Those are
audio.
cameras?
Cameras and yeah, right there.
These are cameras.
Those are cameras, yeah. We do audio and video.
Holy God.
Yeah.
And so what I did is you know what? Maybe I'll jump back in to the new realm of doing it on video. And I've always been a very visual guy because I've done stand-up and movies. And so this added a new element to my podcast, The Harland Highway.
You got to run back the calls.
Say what now?
You have to run back the calls. You should do the calls again.
I do them sometimes. Every now and then I'll attach one to the back end of I'll say at the end, audio only portion, and I'll add a call here and there just because I love doing them. Yeah, super fun.
So how do you create most of your comedy if it's just like improv and you don't write things down?
It just churns like inside of me. It's just like a nucleus that burns, and it's always there.
Have you always been that way?
And it just comes out whenever it wants.
But have you always been like that sort of person your whole life?
Yeah.
Even as a kid?
As a kid, yeah.
They're like, oh, this guy's funny.
Yeah. Not everyone thinks I'm funny, but some do. And so, it's just a thing that burns inside like a scientist burns science inside,
Or
you
like
know?
Lizzo being hungry.
Oh, Lizzo. My God, have you met her?
No.
Oh,
I'd love to interview her.
you will.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
But
God.
so what I'm getting at is when you were younger, before you got into Hollywood, this is really my question.
Okay.
How did you find your way there? How did you find your way to Hollywood?
My path to Hollywood was, it's going to sound cheesy, but it was sort of preordained. When I was a kid, I knew I was going to end up here.
How did you know that?
It just, my voices inside told me. Not in a pretentious way, not in an egotistical way, just I used to skip school when I was a kid in grade.
Well, when you were, so let's go back then though. You were a kid. What examples of Hollywood were there?
Well, I grew up in Canada, so we were sort of removed from the American entertainment world outside of viewing it. It was, when you were a kid, you never ran into a celebrity or, there weren't as many Canadian celebrities, but
definitely not in Canada.
But I was entranced by the industry, and I used to sneak away from grade school. I'd go downtown and watch movies, and I'd sit there in the dark by myself, and this voice would go, "You're going to be up on that screen one day." And I didn't even know why I was hearing that. But I'd be sitting there watching these giant faces on the movie screen, and a voice would be like, "You're going to be up there one day." And I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm a Canadian kid in the suburbs. I'm going to high school. I don't even know what I want to do with my life. But this voice was, no, you're. So I just let it go and gave into that voice and just started my journey knowing I kind of, in a way, had a nice ride to Hollywood because I was never stressed. Because that voice was always in me going, you're going to do movies, you're going to have a sitcom, you're going to do commercials, you're going to do voiceovers, you're going to write, you're going to direct, you're going to do stand-up. Like it. So I never came to Hollywood like, oh my God. And even when I didn't get an audition, I went, oh, well, I know what's coming. And that sounds really like sort of egotistic, but it's not. It's really just this voice that still rides within me to this day.
No, it's interesting because a lot of people that I speak to, like I've talked to many people who are like super successful in this space and even in, the entertainment outside of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Or just certain things that they were actually became like professional at, whether it be like sports, whatever. They all kind of have a similar mindset.
Good. I like hearing that because I always, sometimes I'm afraid to talk about it because it sounds a bit, high horse or conceited, but it's really not. It's just my experience. So I believe that other people hear it.
I always just wonder, where does that come? Because I would say the same thing. I remember being young, being 16 and like having what I do now, I never did Hollywood. I did a few movies here or there because I was a trainer and I worked in like a space where it allowed me to be close, I guess, to sort of Hollywood people. And then I got invited to do little bits here or there, but I didn't do what you did. But my example of what I do today wasn't an example for me when I was a kid, like when I was that age, when I was 16. There was no examples of like doing what I was going to do with my life.
Yeah.
So I didn't necessarily think, I'm going to be in Hollywood, but I always felt like there was more for me. I always had this idea that like, I'm going to be able to do more with my life. And I always found it interesting. I always wonder where do you think that comes from?
I think it comes from up there, from a higher force, a higher energy. Do you believe in God, my guy?
Yeah.
Good. Well, then I think it comes from that. It comes from whatever your perception of God or higher force or higher purpose. If you allow the energy of life to beam into you and in a sense control you a little bit and lay down to it and let it guide you, I think it's beautiful when it talks to you and you listen.
Yeah.
I think it comes from that because there's no other way to construct it. It's not a chemical thing. It's not programmed into you. It's just the way a star is formed in the galaxy.
Yeah.
We are formed as bundles of energy and matter. And so whatever our composition is, that's got to be part of it. And it's not just exclusive to entertainment. It's Einstein, it's scientists, it's sports figures. It's everyone has their preordained DNA and energy. And I think maybe some people don't know how to feel it or tap it or access it, or maybe they do. Maybe we live in a universe where some of us are meant to do jobs that don't seem so grandiose, like a janitor or this or that, but still as important as, because it all has to work for all of us to work.
Yeah.
So it's a very complex but beautiful stream of energy that I think controls or we all ride in. We float in it.
When did you really start to recognize that?
When I was a little boy, I knew as a little kid, like a little boy.
You just knew but you recognized that concept then, or you just felt that then?
I don't know if I recognized it that deeply because I wasn't as worldly, but I just knew that I knew that I was on this journey, that the voice started early.
And when was the first thing that kind of made you feel like you made it, or you made it into obviously there's always more to do. Like even now in your life, there's more to do. There's, like you said, you still have that feeling.
Yeah.
But what was the first like entry where you were like, oh shit, I'm like doing this thing that I felt like I was always supposed to be doing?
I think my target to sort of prove to myself that I was embarking on this thing, and it was one of the things I saw myself doing, was the first time I did the Letterman show, David Letterman. And it was such a pivotal and monumental moment for me and for people in my industry, stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
To get to the David Letterman show was really
massive.
It was a big deal, and I remember telling my buddies in college 10 years before I even started comedy, I said, guys, I don't know why I'm going to be on the Letterman show one day. And they were like, what the hell are you talking about? I said, I don't know. I just know I'm going to be there. And 10 years later, I was on it. And so that was such sort of a big bullseye that I was actually in a place where I said, if I don't do anything else, this is enough for me, you know, because it was such a pinnacle.
And yeah, at the time, because when would that have been? What year would that have been?
I was in the 90s, the early 90s.
That was it.
That was that for me. That was it, and for a lot of comics, that was the bullseye. And so to achieve that, that sort of told me, yeah, this is all playing out the way I kind of saw it. You know,
what was that interview based on? Like, it was you had done, because normally you did something previously, then you're on the show.
It was just based on my stand-up.
Yeah,
I auditioned. I'd come to Hollywood. I was pretty much unknown, and but I'd worked really hard on my act in Canada prior to coming. I'd said, I'm not going to the U.S. until I know I'm ready, that I have something to offer, that I feel. And I remember the Jamie Masada, the guy who owns the Laugh Factory, he had a showcase. Letterman came into town to do a showcase, and everyone wanted to be on it. I remember Chris Rock was on it, and Damon Wayans, and Ray Romano. It was all these heavy hitters.
Yeah.
And Jamie put me up last. And I remember I could see it because I'd been around comedy. I could see even these high-level guys were stressed. They were like, they could feel the pressure, even though they were great. And none of them really rocked it that night. And I realized I was up against all the odds. I was the last guy, was unknown. And I just went up and I was like, I don't give a flying you know what. I'm just going to do my thing and just fly up here. And I, after 12 guys, I destroyed. I did great. And I walked off, and they offered me the show. And it was like, I was like, yeah, I guess so. It was all part of that thing where I thought, and it felt amazing. And I don't know that any of the other guys that night got on the show. Eventually they all did. And some of them might have already done it, but they were there to select. And for a guy that was complete unknown, and for them to pick me, I was like, wow. So that was. Did
that appearance help you for future gigs or future shows?
Yeah, because back then it mattered. If you got on the late night shows, it mattered because it was so hard to do, and you really stood out. And what's ironic today, now I don't know one comic who's trying to get on a late night show.
Yeah,
they're irrelevant.
Yeah,
like they don't even, like back when I was doing that Letterman stuff, every comic was like, I'm getting my 6 minutes together for Leno or Letterman or whoever else was out there.
Well, the viewership back then was nuts on those shows.
Oh yeah, that's all there was. Yeah. So to get on was a rite of passage. It was sort of a stamp of approval. But for me, more than any of that, it was just a personal victory and my love and affection for Letterman, because I grew up on him in college. Yeah. And just to be there sharing the stage with him was like euphoric. And it was really, really fun. Yeah.
That sounds awesome. That's cool. You definitely came from a cool fucking era. Really cool era.
When we came from an era that was a lot of hard work too. Like I was just talking to my buddy yesterday, my buddy Orny Adams, who's a comedian, and we were talking about how we did all this pre-social media where you had no exposure, and you had to get in the trenches and work clubs for 10, 15 years just to get a shot at a late night show that could help elevate you. And now, guys can go do a set at the Comedy Store and put it out and become a star overnight, or, push their trajectory really rapidly.
It's social media, man.
Yeah, and it's great. I wish I had it. Good for them. I'm happy for them. Like, it's a changed world.
Yeah. Do you think it's changed comedy, though, for the better?
You know what? There's no better and there's no worse, because it's art, right? So you can't define art. You can't put a cage around it. You can't say that this form of comedy is better than that. You know, if you look back to Charlie Chaplin, who did comedy without sound, you know, there were probably people that said you can't do comedy with sound. You know, so
Without sound.
no, with sound. So
back
people were
then.
so used to comedy without sound. People who now had sound, there were probably naysayers that no, that's impure. You've got to keep it silent the way Charlie does it, you know.
Yeah.
But everything evolves.
I see what you're saying.
So to try and determine and corral comedy or an art form such as comedy or any art form, that's like saying Cubism is, you know, worse than modern art or
Yeah.
Impressionism or whatever style of art. You can't just abandon or dispel one style because you don't like it or
Right.
it's changing or something new is
Yeah,
emerging.
it's different, yeah.
And that's the beauty of art. It knows no boundaries. So
Yeah.
you for me at least, I can't have an opinion on it because I don't want to get in the way of it. I
Yeah.
want to see where it goes. And to some it might be like, oh, now it's crap or now it's this, but to some 300,000 other people, they might be like, it's way better.
Yeah.
And it's for the future to decide, not us. So to try and hold on to the rodeo horse when it doesn't want to be held on to, what's the point? Let it go. Let it buck. Let's see what it wants to do.
Yeah.
Because it in a way takes us on its journey, right? Art, we think we control art, but art pulls us along with it because it's a wild thing. It has no fences. And so it's very beautiful to watch it go. And sometimes, yeah, we all have our artistic tastes and maybe we get disappointed or we don't approve of it or we don't like it, but let it go. It knows where to meander. And
Yeah.
the beauty of art, it meanders into tributaries we didn't even know existed in our brains and in life. And
Yeah.
so go with it because art shows us stuff we didn't even know existed within ourselves. So let it flow
Yeah.
and don't try and wrangle it in.
Like Lizzo with the shrimp poppers.
Well, that was sort of art in a way too. If you could see Barry Manilow's pink body flipping through the air, almost like a dolphin doing twirls at SeaWorld and then landing on his spleen and his mouth cringing back and olive oil dribbling down on his giant. He has big brown areola eyes. I think he's the
you've
type.
ever met Barry Manilow.
Well,
I don't think.
you wanted a dark Hollywood story, guy. If you don't want to,
Cher.
I can keep my mouth shut if you want.
Oh man, who do you think has helped you the most in Hollywood? God,
Yeah.
are you a big religious guy?
No, I'm a big. I believe in a greater force.
Yeah.
So that's the big. People can help, but when you really need help, spirit, guidance, energy, there's nothing bigger or stronger,
Yeah, that's a fact.
and it's always there. And I think when people help you, that's when you reach out to that guy or that thing, and he goes, "Oh," and he puts something in you, and you find your way to me, and
Yeah.
you help me.
Yeah.
Or I help you because there was a directive or there was some kind of neuron connection.
Energy exchange. Yeah.
Yeah, but it all stems from a bigger place.
Are you Christian?
Catholic.
Catholic.
Yeah.
You've been Catholic your whole life?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Catholic school. That was kind of rough.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, here we go.
No, not like that.
Whoa, what
Not like
happened?
that. Not like
No,
that.
I don't mean not like. I just mean like what happened.
Nah. Well, I went to all boys school.
Me too.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I went
High
to
school?
a boarding school, all boys boarding school.
Really?
Oh,
Where,
yeah.
Where was that?
This was in Newmarket, Ontario, in Canada. Quakers, run by Quakers.
You went to a school by Quakers?
Run by Quakers.
Damn.
Are you serial?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What the? Well, I feel like they're super strict.
Yeah, they're pretty strict. Yeah.
Was that fun or was that a good experience or?
It was when you get sent to a boarding school, it almost feels like going to prison. And so it was it was sort of scary and unnerving, and I didn't realize how fun it was till after I left.
Yeah.
Because it was such a crazy ecosystem of, it was almost like Lord of the Flies. You had 300 boys without parents going through puberty and basically figuring out the world and life and hormones and energy and muscle and growth and all this stuff.
Yeah.
All in play under one roof. And it's almost like watching the Discovery Channel with a pack of wild hyenas trying to figure out the hierarchy, and it was wild.
So wait, the boarding school, it means you went away to school.
Yeah.
For how many years?
I lived there 3 years.
3 years. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. I went to an all boys high school, but
Did you hate it?
I didn't hate it.
You love the ladies?
I mean, the ladies are great. The ladies, we had like a sister school, so we would always we do community events like with the sister school, which was also a Catholic school. But it definitely one of those things that I look back on where I go, oh, I appreciated it a lot more looking back than when I was in it.
Yeah.
Because when I was in it, I was like, oh, there's no chicks here. Like, it's kind of whack. But then I look back on it, I'm like, oh, it actually taught me a ton how to like interact and how to like, understand, I guess it sounds weird, but men, right? How to understand other boys in this case. And it gave me a lot of, I guess, a lot of structure. That's one thing I do really appreciate from it.
Okay.
But yeah, I also found myself, I guess, during that age, or just kind of like, because I was so structured and it was like this like religious based school, I kind of found myself wanting to fuck off a lot.
Wow.
Because there was so much structure within it. Where like then I wanted to like do shit outside of school that was like probably not the best thing to be doing.
You should have met my dad.
Why?
He would have told you to fuck off a lot.
Yeah. Did your dad encourage your career your whole life? Or fuck off in a bad way, like you shouldn't do this shit?
No, he was sort of confused by it.
By your choices?
Yeah. Because, you got to remember in the 80s, stand-up comedy wasn't common.
Yeah.
The comedy boom hit around 83. But, through the 50s, 60s, 70s, like, there was your odd stand-up comedian. You could probably name all 30 of them on one hand. But cut to the early 80s, and all of a sudden, every kid you knew was trying stand-up comedy almost. Yeah. But so he didn't come from that time. He thought teacher, doctor, lawyer.
Yeah, the classic shit.
Yeah.
He thought you were going to be a bum, basically, probably, huh?
No, he never like doubted me, but he was just confused by it. It wasn't a rational, conservative choice.
Yeah.
I don't think he doubted me, or he never discouraged me. But I think he was worried. He goes, I don't think you can make a sustainable living being funny, telling jokes. Like, what do you mean a comedian? But he never said don't do it. I think it just threw him. Because he came from a world of more common career paths. So he probably just assumed that's what his kid would do.
What does your mom think about it all?
My mom's not with us anymore, but she was the same way, but I think it sort of excited her deep inside because she always had a bit of an entertainment streak in her.
Maybe it's where you got it from.
Maybe that part of it comes from her, yeah. So I think, and as she started to see it evolve and see me in movies, and I think it really excited her.
What about friends and things as you were growing up and kind of sharing what you wanted to do? Were they like, yeah, you could do this, or like?
I didn't share with anyone. I kept it completely hidden. I'm one of these guys that believes when you ever hear of that theory where Native Americans, they don't like to have their picture taken because they say it takes part of their soul. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah, I have.
So I used to say that about ideas.
It's kind of true.
And plans. Like if I have an idea, if I had this plan that I wanted to get up on stage and do stand-up, but I thought if I started telling everyone, it would dilute the energy. It would sparse out the energy, and then I wouldn't have the nucleus anymore.
Yeah.
So I kept it very close to the chest, and I let that sun burn, and I let it all come out when I stepped on stage for the first time.
It makes sense.
Because then you can't keep it secret.
Yeah. Or you can get that, I feel like, we spoke earlier about energy and all these things. You get everyone else who hears about it put their sort of negative energy into it not happening because of the doubt that maybe they have with themselves and what they're capable
Yeah,
of.
they could. They could. I never listened to any voices. I always sort of pictured my target on the horizon and people coming in on all sides, the good and the bad. The good and the bad and in between. And almost like when Moses parted the Red Sea. Remember when the water moved?
Yeah.
But it was the opposite for me. I pictured going through the dead land to the horizon and people coming in on all sides. Do this, do that, don't do that. That's not going to work. And I just said, I just got to plow right through. I have to get to my destination. I know where it is. It's there. And I knew all these voices would come in, but whether it was good advice, bad advice, I knew like I had to just keep motoring.
What were your biggest mishaps, like biggest mistakes in trying to get there?
There were some mistakes where I had some really good opportunities, and I thought that Hollywood sort of had a tier system where, hey, he did commercials. Now we know he can do commercials. Hey, he did a sitcom. Now we know he can do sitcoms. Hey, he did a movie. Now we know he can do a movie. So now we just have to give him stuff. Like we know he can do it. He's done it. He's shown us. So I kind of got to these different plateaus, and then stuff started coming in, like, feature movies to star in, and I started saying no to stuff because I thought, oh, I'm here. They know I can do it. So I'm in my early 30s. I'm going to just keep doing it till I'm in my 70s, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I realized that's not how it works. Like when the stuff starts coming, you gotta grab onto the stuff and make it materialize. So there's a few things that went by the way that I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, But I never look at what I don't have. I look at what I've done and what I've achieved. And I think we all have missteps, but I don't hang on to them.
Yeah.
They don't do you no good.
So what opportunities were the ones that you think you missed out on?
One of the ones is when I was sort of the hot guy in town. They were sort of, touting me as the next Jim Carrey for a little while. Not my words, theirs.
Right.
And Disney offered me like a 3-picture deal for me to star in my own movies, like 3 in a row. But I was getting offers from all these other studios, like Orion and Paramount and Fox. Like everyone wanted to give me a movie. New Line was talking to me. So I said no. I didn't really say it. My manager's advice really was, hey, let's say no to that. We got all, but I realized in retrospect, I should have taken something like that because it was such a once in a lifetime. I still went on to do numerous movies for Disney, but that would have been a solid chunk of 3 in a row that would have been really a even bigger career builder. But I'm not sour about it. I think there's a reason for everything, and it certainly didn't get in the way of me doing other things, but that would have been a biggie that I wish I didn't say no to that looking back. But
that's fair.
Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't have said no, or who would
who wouldn't look back and go, damn, I should have done that.
Yeah, Disney's huge.
Yeah, just the just that it was 3 movies, and but everyone in entertainment has those stories. So
yeah.
Now, if I'd never done anything with my career, I'd be like, what an idiot. What? Oh, but the fact that, even say no to that, things just worked out. It's all okay,
Yeah. So what do you have? What did you have the most fun doing? I know we kind of said this earlier, but I guess now, what do you have the most fun doing?
Now?
Like, do you need to work? Do you have to work?
No, I could have retired like a long time ago.
Yeah.
But that's the thing when you say the word work, it's never been work to me.
Yeah.
It's always just been fun.
I relate to that.
Technically, it's a lot of work to sit down and write a script.
Yeah.
Technically, it's a lot of work to direct a movie or act in a movie or tour and do stand-up, but that's technically, but in reality, it's fun stuff, I'm not slinging weed. I'm not sweeping floors. I'm doing stuff that creatively I enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just beautiful.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a good life, man.
Good life. That's
what do you do in your free time?
That's it. My free time is my work.
You made it then. You won. That's called making it.
Yeah, and you know, to add on to my work, I travel, I go on vacations, I fish, I snorkel, I love garlic butter.
Garlic butter is pretty fucking good.
Yeah, everyone loves garlic butter.
Nothing wrong with that.
And
what other hobbies you got?
I play racquetball 3-4 times a week.
I think you'd be a pickleball. I think you'd pick up pickleball.
You know, pickleball's too slow.
Have you
played racquetball?
So fast, yeah, I know.
It's too fast. Like I play pickleball. I played it, but it's too slow for me.
Yeah, racquetball.
After you play racquetball, it's too predictable. Pickleball is sort of over the net. Racquetball, you're whacking the ball off the roof, the walls, so you never know the trajectory of the ball.
You ever got hurt playing racquetball?
Oh,
a lot of people get fucking hurt.
I did about 3 years ago, because this is something the people at the Comedy Store laugh about, and if you look at my clips online, you'll see it a lot. I'm one of these guys, for whatever reason, I don't stink when I sweat. Like it's bizarre. I smell like baby powder. I'm not even kidding. Stop. I'm not even kidding. So I'll play racquetball for 3 hours, like from 5 till 7:30. That's 3.5.
Yeah.
That's 2.5, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. It's close.
And then I'll have a spot at the Comedy Store, like in 20 minutes. Nah. I'm not kidding. I'll leave the court. I'll take my soaked shirt off, put on my jogging like zip up, and I'll go right to the club, get out of it, and go right on stage with my hat on so you can't see I'm all sweaty.
Nah.
And I'll do a spot and my body's all pumped because I just got off. So I'm like, I'm fired up.
Yeah.
And I have the best time, and I'll leave my zipper down to like here. You can see it online. And sometimes I even have my shorts on because I forgot to bring jeans. And so I love that, man. It's really funny. But my point is, one time I was playing doubles, and one of the other guys cracked me right here over the eyebrow with his racket. I'm down on my back. The guy that hit me was a doctor, believe it or not. So he runs to the front, gets a Band-Aid and some ice. I said, is it coagulating? He goes, this was after about 5 minutes on the floor. He goes, yeah, it's coagulating. Do you think I need stitches? He goes, you probably do. I said, you know what? If it's coagulating, I'm okay. Put the Band-Aid on. So we put one of these flesh-colored Band-Aids right across my eye. I said, what time is it? I got up. I drove to the club, and I did a set. And I was just praying the blood wouldn't start dripping out from under and it held. And I did a set, and then this thing was like, I had this big wound for about 3 weeks.
Do you incorporate that kind of stuff into the comedy?
Well, I didn't that night because nobody knew. But I did early in my career, when I was in Toronto. I had a friend who was a professional makeup artist. She did horror effects. And she said, hey, I need a subject for my students. Will you come down and sit in the chair and let my students, and then I'm gonna do a procedure on your face so they can learn. I said, I'll only do it if you put a cut right across my whole face, like a bloody gash. She said, okay, I will. So she did it. She put this cut, and it looked so real. And then that evening I had a gig at the comedy club, and I went up on stage, and I never mentioned it. I just went up and I had this huge gash across my face. And then right at the end of my act, I just grabbed it and I pushed it, and the whole crowd like freaked out. And that was sort of fun.
You didn't address it the whole time?
No, I just left it.
Did you notice people being like...
Oh, yeah. People were just like really distracted by it, but it looked so real. And then at the very end, I said, I know you're looking at this. And I told them I was in an underground garage and I had an ice cream sandwich, and someone jumped me for the ice cream sandwich. And that was the explanation for the gash.
Kind of like the Lizzo story in the Barry Manilow thing.
Well,
a little similar to that.
You don't want to hear Hollywood heat.
You don't have any real Hollywood stories?
Yeah, I got all kinds of them.
No, a real one, bro.
Sure.
Like from the 80s.
What do you want to know? Narrow it down.
Something, I don't know. We need something about like, maybe another comedian.
Oh, okay.
Another comedian. Maybe like a bar fight.
Well, I'll tell you the fun story with Me and Chris Farley. I don't know if I've ever told this one. You know Farley?
Yeah, R.I.P. Legend.
Oh, he's the best.
Legend. Chris Farley, man. Damn.
Yeah. Me and Farley, he loved to eat. Now, I'm not making fun of him, but you know this guy loved to eat.
I think everyone knew that.
And we got into it one night. We went out to Red Lobster. They had Scallop Fest.
Stop. Just tell a real story. There's no one's going to fucking... I mean, Red Lobster back then was pretty lit. It was pretty lit back then.
What do you eat? You're jacked, bro.
I eat a lot. Yeah,
what are you eating, guy?
Fucking steak.
Are you one of these protein guys?
Oh, I eat protein. Yeah, hell yeah.
Do you do the cold plunge thing?
I do. Yeah, I do. I have 2 cold plunges here.
Oh, God.
Well, I have a hot tub and it's like a hot plunge and a cold plunge. I do them back to back. But I do them at night. I don't do it before my workors.
I do this. Have you done the saliva barley one?
Saliva barley?
It's like, have you ever seen cows when they chew? They have that white kind of drool that comes out.
Yeah.
There's a guy out of Wisconsin and he bags this stuff up, and saliva is full of enzymes. Like, you know that, right? You're a health guy. It's like full of enzymes. They fight bacteria. They got all kinds of antibiotics in them. And this guy bags up this stuff in like barley saliva, he calls it. And
saliva from who?
From cows, because they chew all the grass and the wheat and everything. So he calls it barley saliva. And I do a plunge in this shit.
Shut the fuck up, Steve. You're so full of shit, bro.
Dude, look at my skin.
You're so
look at my skin.
You're so full
like if
of
Snow
shit.
White was a guy.
That's disgusting.
Dude,
that's gross.
Try it,
bro.
barley saliva.
That's bull. You're lying, dude. That's not a real thing.
Am I? Look at my skin.
Yeah, but you could
I'm
have
like a porcelain doll with herpes.
That's not it. That's gross as bro.
Try it.
Is
barley
it cold
saliva.
or hot?
Huh? It's warm.
It's got to be warm, right?
It's warm, yeah.
Saliva sounds warm.
But it just
I'm not gonna
slurps
try
all
that.
over you.
I'm
Yeah.
just not going to try that. So go back to the Farley story.
The saliva, the barley?
No, the Chris Farley, not the barley.
Oh, well, it sounds like you're not interested in that one. I want to talk about health.
Do you really?
Well, look at you.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about? What questions do you have?
Well, what do you eat to stave off like illness and sickness and stuff? Because you're a prime specimen.
Steak.
But I mean supplements. Do you do vitamins and all that?
Vitamin D, creatine. Yeah.
What's creatine?
Creatine?
Sounds like one of the Avengers.
Really?
Who the hell's creatine?
Creatine is mostly found in red meat.
Oh,
yeah.
So you're just getting that. Do you eat it concentrated or do you
like a powder form?
Oh wow.
Yeah. A lot of studies on creatine.
Do you pop a lot of pill? Like, do you have one of those little pill bottles? And you do not.
Yeah.
How many a day?
Maybe like 12.
I don't think that's healthy.
You don't think so?
I'm not a health expert. Can I sort of steer you towards my regimen?
Yeah, please tell me. Give us your health.
Well, if you want to put all those pills and narrow it down to one, and I think you're going to appreciate this. When, you're taking vitamins, you're taking creatine, you're taking absorbine 7, you're taking thalidomide, you're taking all these things, and it's a concoction, it's a cocktail of pills. I don't think it's healthy. The body produces a lot of what it needs, but when you really get sick, what do you take? If you've got an infection, even an STD, what are you popping?
For viral stuff, like oregano is really good.
No. It starts with a P. Like to really knock it out.
Starts with a P?
Like an infection, like a penicillin.
Yeah, penicillin, but you don't just
penicillin clears up everything.
Yeah, but you don't just take that randomly.
I do.
No, you shouldn't be doing that.
Well, I do.
Just randomly on a week?
Well,
like
no, I have one of these Hollywood doctors that gets me pills. And I do a lot of charities. Okay. I have a lot of celebrity fans. I get into their charities. And so I'll just call him my Dr. Penicillin. And this guy, what he does is he'll get me the penicillin and I just pop this. And you don't need vitamins. I mean, it keeps you healthy as all hell.
I think it's bad. I think it's bad all the time. because the efficacy of it over time, you just take it all the time. It's not. It goes
No,
down, down.
rarely ever get sick. And what I do is for convenience sake, I don't know if you carry a man bag, but I put it in Pez. Have you ever seen these Pez things?
Dispensers, yeah.
You pull Popeye's head back or Scooby-Doo and just pop a penicillin. And boy, oh boy.
Penicillin like a couple times a week, couple times a month.
Every morning.
That's no
I'll
way.
pop like Jughead's head back and right in
I don't think it's how you take antibiotics.
No, but I do. And I'm telling you, I mean, look at my skin.
Yeah.
Look at my epidermis.
Yeah.
And these, and also, by the way, the Pez candies, people with tracheotomies love these. It's their favorite candy because...
Tracheotomy.
Well, you know the people with the holes in their throat?
Yeah.
They
From
love
smoking and
Pez
shit.
because when you bend Scooby-Doo's head back, a candy pops out and it almost looks like it's coming out of his trach.
Like if they went like this, like a candy would pop out.
Right. But then the people with tracheotomies love to reverse it because if you bend, like, let's say, Tweety Bird's head back, the pill pops right into your hole. It's almost like a tracheotomy. Pez candy was almost made for tracheotomy.
It's like
people.
relatable.
Yeah, it's relatable. But going back to these, getting my penicillin from Dr. Penicillin, I set him up. He loves celebrities, so I set him up with all these Hollywood charities. And about 3 months ago, he gave him a whole bag of penicillin, but I got him into Cher and Dolly Parton and Donny Osmond have a charity called Pets for Pedos.
I don't think that's real.
And no, it's they get these rescue dogs, and you know, pedophiles, they're very touchy. Yeah.
Okay, go.
And they feel like they can stave off the assaults, the pedophilia, if only the pedophilians had something they could sort of touch and
It's like almost like a
use
like a
their
medicine.
fingers, right?
Okay.
And so at Cher and Dolly Parton, Donny Osmond's Pet for Pedos charity, I got him in, and you know, you can picture a pedo rubbing down a wiener dog or a dosh hound or a border collie, you know, some sick pimple-faced pedo, like, you know, giving a little neck rub to a Saint Bernard or whatever.
It's like we get his weird fix.
Yeah, it's sort of like diffuses their energy, so they're not going after the youngins. They're doing their creepy crawlies, let's say on the back of a Russian Ridgeback.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's not my thing. I'd rather bring them up and kill them. But if you can help them, maybe, I don't know, if you can save a child.
Yeah, fair.
To have a pedo, give a neck massage to a Schreinerreiner or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Or a labradoodle gets an rub from a third degree creep.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this guy gets me all the penicillin, and sometimes I'll harvest my own. Like I'll leave a yogurt out in the fridge for a few weeks, or some cheese dip, or some. Have you ever been to Panda Express? The honey walnut shrimp. I've got it down to a science.
Love it.
If you leave it out for 3.5 weeks with a radish on the side, you'll get a nice green mold. And I'll just, sometimes when Doc's not in town, Doc Penicillin, I'll make my own mold. Because, penicillin's a derivative of mold.
Yeah.
You know the science. Why am I telling you?
Wait. Will you pull this out?
Yeah.
Hold on.
You know the penicillin came
How's
from
penicillin
mold.
created? I don't know exactly.
Well, I'm here to tell you, guy. You didn't believe me about Lizzo or Manilow, but penicillin came as a byproduct of mold.
Yeah, the fermentation.
And so you can really get healthy creating mold in your own fridge and using it as a dip during the football games.
I don't know if that's how it works, like exactly though. There's there's a step between there.
Well, look at my skin.
Yeah, I see it.
I mean, if you want to touch it, I don't
know.
I know we both went to an all boys school, and I don't. I don't know. I'd love to feel your nub on my skin.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Would you mind just touching me with your nub there? Just
this?
I've never been nubbed. Just feel the skin, and maybe you'll believe me.
This one?
Yeah,
but this one is not. It's not.
I know, but I'll feel it. You won't. Oh God!
How do you? Is that
like being molested by the mummy?
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
That's exactly how that felt, huh?
Wow. But anyways, take it or leave it. I'm just telling you, Doc Penicillin, if you ever want his number.
You shouldn't take penicillin all the time.
Look at my skin.
But are you into fitness stuff or what?
Yeah.
Actually?
Yeah. Look at me.
But are you actually? Are you
Yeah.
just trolling me?
I just told you.
What's your workout routine?
I work out. I lift weights. I go to the gym. I play tennis. I hike. I play racquetball 3-4 times a week. That is
tough.
That's a tough sport.
Yeah.
You play any sports?
I just work out.
See?
Yeah. Swim.
That's not really.
Swimming?
I think you should get more interactive.
Swimming's not, we can't, that's not.
Well, it's a solo thing.
Yeah. That's
I think
hard
you
as fuck.
should get more involved in a team sport or a competitive sport.
Why?
I think it's good for you. It's good mentally, and it's good for, you're doing everything sort of on a standstill basis, right?
But the swimming, man, it's transverse, all that.
Yeah, it works all the muscles in the body, but so does getting blown out of a hot tub by Lizzo.
Yeah.
But I get very intimate with the gym. I'm one of these guys, I'm very sexual.
Sexual with the gym.
Well, I'm very sexual in general. I don't know if you picked up on that. And when I get to the Nautilus machines, I
already know where you're going with this.
I look at them almost like an act of sex. Like some people sit down with the bicuspid trijaculator, and
Is that?
I'll do a 69 with that thing. The
what
thing
is
where you
that?
spread your legs. I'll whisper Rod
the
Stewart's
good girl,
name.
bad girl?
Yeah, I'll go Rod Stewart, Rod. I mean, I'm pretty much having intercourse with the gym.
Wow.
Yeah. It's tough when you have a hard sex drive. This is what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a 6-pack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you?
I had an 8. I went
Shut up,
so
bro.
deep. I ripped it so big,
Shut
and my
up.
doctor thought I had an extra set of balls coming this way, but
No, dude.
it was just an extra. Yeah.
Have you ever been in really good shape?
What do you mean ever? What the hell? Kind of insulting. It's coming from a guy with no nib. Fuck that.
Nah. Have you? What I really meant to say was, have you ever really been into the gym?
Always. I've done it my whole life.
Yeah.
Can I show you something, guy?
No, you're pretty jacked.
There's some hot beef right there.
It's pretty jacked.
You want to
got a
put the
belly,
nub
though.
on that?
But you got a belly though.
We got a belly right here. You want to touch you with your dirty, greasy Armenian nub?
I'm not Armenian.
We are
I'm
now.
Italian. You are
You're
now.
Armenian to me, guy, and you always will be. You want to rub the nub?
No. That's all.
I
you.
didn't
You
think
keep
so.
that. Yeah, no.
Let's,
you look pretty jacked though. I'm not gonna
Let's
lie.
be careful about
That's good.
who's in shape.
But you got a belly though.
Huh?
You got a belly
No, you
though.
don't. Let's see your 6-pack, Igor Sandvanterglind. Whatever that means. Come
I
on.
don't know.
I want to see it. Put the knee down. Put the 2% milk track pants down. Let's see the Let's see the
No,
jacket. Come
I'm
on,
hairy.
roll it up. I'm gonna roll it up if you don't.
No.
I want to see the pack, bro. You should be proud of it.
It's on the internet. It's all on
If
the
I
internet.
show mine, will you show yours?
No.
What the hell are you hiding? What do you got? A cesarean scar?
No.
What the hell's wrong with you? You
I can't get
Armenian
birth,
freak.
dude. I can't get birth. I'm Italian, you fucker.
Well, not to me.
Yo, fuck you.
Let's see it.
No, I got nothing, dude.
Come on.
Oh, no, I can't do it.
You won't. Will you show me the beef at least?
Oh, yeah, come on.
Oh, dude. Okay.
Come on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that yours is bigger than mine.
Yeah.
Do we have a measuring tape here? I'd love to measure. Carl, do we have anything?
Carl?
I don't. You've never told me his
I said
name the whole
Justin
show.
earlier.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually am curious how big your arms are.
Well, I'm curious how big yours are.
I don't know.
Wow, yours is a monster.
Yeah.
What would happen if we touched them together? Like if we rubbed like
Like an explosion.
Like if you linked your bicep onto my bicep, is that funny Hollywood stuff or is that cool?
Yeah, it's funny Hollywood weird shit.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe not it. Have you ever done that before?
No, but I
Okay.
just thought we both got giant bulbs.
Yeah.
Maybe it'd be fun to rub them together.
No, I'm good.
I'm good too, but I
You just
like
thought maybe-
chicks, bro. I plowed a girl in Malibu last night.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a true story.
Why can't a couple of guys rub their meat bulbs together?
I mean, they could. We could.
Well,
could.
I'm just nobody's. Look on the internet. Two guys rubbing meat bulbs is a gay.
God. This is
See
they're
if it's
gonna
gay.
say it's
Two guys rubbing meat bulbs. Is it gay? And if it's not, I think we should try it. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Forget what.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. What?
Okay,
what?
that is gay.
What?
Wait, how is this a question on Quora?
What?
Is it gay to rub together?
All right.
How you even got to ask that fucking question?
Terry, just delete.
Justin.
Oh, Justin, just delete.
Yeah. I knew kind of was going to go that. Yeah.
I wasn't going there. I just thought, you just see two powerhouses like the Hulk and the Thing sitting
just
here.
rubbing things together. Just
To touch it, to see.
Weird.
Because it'd be raw power.
Yeah, it's just still weird.
It's like if you got two T-bone steaks and slammed them together, it'd be like something meaty.
Yeah, I mean, then you could eat the steaks, but that's different when it's two dudes.
It's two guys. It's not like we're going to rub our meat bulbs together and then go to like Olive Garden.
Would that be more or less gay?
More
for sure.
Because
then we went to dinner together.
then we're committed. Yeah.
That's too much.
That's
then
way
it's like
too
serious.
much. FM.
Serious.
XM.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering why you won't show me your six-pack, though.
Maybe because you tried to get me to rub my arm against you.
But it's something. You know how many guys work to get a six? Isn't that why you do it, to show it off? But you're hiding it.
Not really. That's not really why
Maybe you don't really have one.
Maybe. The world will never know.
I think they do now.
I mean, just because I don't show it.
Why wouldn't you? Why do you go to the gym all day? So you can look at it to yourself in the mirror? Don't you work out and go, oh, I can't wait till everyone sees my six-pack?
No, that's not why I work out.
So you just do it for yourself. So at night when you roll up into a little hairy Armenian ball.
I'm not Armenian, bro.
Well, look
I'm
at
Italian.
you. Yeah, come on.
I'm Italian.
Have you done Ancestry.com?
You think I look Armenian?
Oh, yeah. An Armenian girl, by the way.
It's because my beard is unkept right now, huh?
Very handsome. Is that real or is that spray on?
This is real, yeah. I just gotta cut it. I'm just like a little extra.
Maybe that's why you're probably a hairy dude,
I'm
right?
hairy as fuck right now.
So is that why you're not showing your six-pack?
That's more closely why.
But you showed this.
Yeah, because it's not hairy.
But you worked hard for it.
Yeah.
But yet you're not showing that.
Yeah.
Do you compete?
I did compete back in the day, yeah.
So what are you hiding, my guy?
I think it's because I've had it for so long, it's not as like wow to me. It's
but
like,
they want to see it, bro.
They could see it. They can see it on a ton of different other mediums. There's a ton of content out there to see.
Innie or outie?
Innie. Oh, you thought because it was an Audi, I was like kind of shy, huh?
I thought maybe you were, maybe you were freaked out about your disfigured belly button.
No. Pull up, go Bradley Martin.
Yeah,
Just type
let's see his six-pack.
And
Oh,
go to
here we
images.
go.
Oh, there's enough. Do you see?
Come on, that's you?
There's enough.
Oh, dude. Come on.
Click the yellow one.
I would show that all day. I
was shaved there though.
I wouldn't even be wearing a shirt for this podcast if I looked like that.
But I was shaved there.
I'd be grating cheese while we talked and fucking eating it like a Galapagos tortoise.
I think once you've had it for so long, it's not as like.
But they want to see it. I'd be making coleslaw right now if I were you.
Coleslaw?
Yeah, it's like a grater.
You make coleslaw? Oh, I guess you do make it on a grate. I guess you could. I would just cut it up.
Dude, good for you. That's hard work.
Yeah. Years. A lot of years.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, you never had a phase like that?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
6, huh?
Yeah. See, I had 2 lower ones, right below
You
the
were
belly
even more,
button.
like even more.
I had 8. Yeah, I had 2 more down.
Wow.
And what I used to do is I used to dribble.
Can we pull up a picture of that?
I don't know. Try. See, Harland's 8-pack. I used to pour Newman's Own lemonade down my belly and it would trickle down and I'd wear
It just pulls up an 8-pack.
Yeah, that's it. There it is.
Just an 8-pack of fucking high nudes.
Yeah, there it is.
Harland's
Harland Seltzer. Oh, the 7-minute abs from Something About Mary.
God, that was such a good movie.
That's my most notorious thing to do with abs. Is that?
God damn, bro. Such a classic. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, that fucking scene. Where you did that scene.
That's from Dumb and Dumber.
Bro, holy shit. It's my childhood.
There you go,
That's one of my favorite movies.
See?
Damn. What a scene, man. What is that like? You still get residuals for that?
Yeah. It's not a lot. It's not like I'm getting hundreds of that. You get like,
Yeah.
here's $400 here and
Yeah.
$300 there.
Yeah.
But, you know,
That's so cool.
sometimes I'll get a residual for not kidding for like 3 cents or 1 cent from
Yeah, 'cause
things I've done.
Because now they've put it into this whole streaming thing, and it's like based on that kind of stuff.
Well, it's
right?
also based on how often it's viewed. So
Right.
the older something gets in time, the less it's watched. So you only get, you know, if something was watched as much today as it was back then, I'd still get big residuals.
Yeah.
So it's all about the
that
decline of
movie's-
viewership.
I feel like that movie, people still watch it though. That shit's like iconic. Like Dumb and Dumber is one of the fucking. It's one
Yeah,
of the
it's
biggest
a
movies
classic.
ever.
Yeah. No, I still get some residuals from that.
That's cool.
Thanks, bro.
What was
Thanks.
your favorite role?
You already asked me that. Remember
Yeah.
I told you they're
But
all...
but you said yeah, but you didn't really give me a good answer.
I gave a great
You
answer.
gave me like a philosophical, like.
I think it was maybe one of the best answers
It was
this
a good answer.
lousy podcast
wanted
has
you-
ever had.
Fuck you. I just wanted you to be like Dumb and Dumber.
Well, see, I love them all. They're all my children, right? Like, I love all of them, and I feel blessed that I got to even be in one movie.
Yeah,
And the fact that I think I've done almost 50 over my career.
that's cool.
It's just so they're all my little darlings, because each one offered, even the bad ones. There were moments where it's like, wow, look where I am. I'm
Yeah.
on a beach in Costa Rica. I'm in the mountains in Switzerland. You know, it's just it's too good. So
It is really cool though.
yeah,
You've done a lot of cool shit for sure.
I think Rocket Man, because it was my first big starring movie, was maybe has a little extra special spot in my heart because it was my first shot at being the lead in a movie.
Right.
And it was a big Disney movie and it was really fun and they let me have a lot of control over it. So I think that maybe if anything has an edge over anything else, it's that.
movies like that, when you're like a lead, you get bigger residuals.
Not necessarily, but you get a bigger paycheck at the beginning.
At the beginning, right?
I think what you're probably thinking is guys like Jim Carrey, they don't get a bigger residual, but if you're a bigger star, like Jim for the Riddler and Batman, I think he was able to work out a back end deal where he got points for the movie, he got points for the merchandise, he got
Yeah.
so it's not a residual, but it's a monetary stream that gets added because he's such a big name.
Yeah.
So as you get bigger in the industry, you can start to add those things into your contracts. I never got to that place, but I'm just grateful that I can do it, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Jim's interesting. He got to an interesting place after Hollywood, I feel like. Have you seen some of his interviews, the things he talks about when he references Hollywood?
Yeah, he's still in Hollywood, but he's gone through a real trajectory of fame and fortune and relationships and money and power and philosophy. And Hollywood's really taken him for a ride, or he's taken it for a ride, or a combination of both. But talking about earlier, not being able to put a fence around art. Jim is a glowing example of a guy that just had so much daring in him and kicked down so many walls and didn't let rules and traditions get in his way. And I was fortunate enough to be with him many times and work with him and do a movie with him and see that in action and watch him really push art the way I was referencing it earlier. And that's the legacy of Jim outside of all his work that's on film. You know, it's just he's a true real artist. You know,
Legendary.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah, innovator.
Yeah.
Fearless.
Yeah, that guy just didn't give a fuck, it seemed like.
Yeah, I mean he gave a on some level, but when it came to going for it and pushing new horizons, he's just like, let's go. And it was great to see. It was just great to see.
When you would do so, even you spoke about like kind of just sort of winging sort of roles, obviously not impeding or stepping on what directors or the script would say. Would you get pushback for doing stuff like that?
I only got it on one movie. I was sort of deeper into my career, and I was sort of known for adding and improvising. And a lot of directors at this point would ask me to do it. They'd say, "Hey, do another take. Just do that thing you do."
Yeah.
And I did a movie called The Whole Nine Yards with Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry, and this kind of older British director. And we were shooting a scene. I was doing a scene with Rosanna Arquette, and we'd done a few takes. And then I was like, okay, now I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to do the take again, but now I'm going to let my spirit animal kind of bring out. And I just let some stuff go. And in my mind, I was like, thank you. Like, I knew intrinsically, I knew just from what I always do that I think it was probably really good and would have worked. But for some reason, he just came up to me and goes, Harland, let's not do that. Let's stop that. Like he sort of like got angry with me and sort of like was not super nice about how he asked me to stop doing it. And I didn't like it, but I also went, you know what? He's the director. This is his movie. This is his piece. I don't like that he shut me down in that way, but it's his, it's not mine. So I totally let him, I totally listened to him. And I guess in my heart, I was like, man, too bad you're closed to that, because I think I might have just given you a nugget, but maybe not. I don't know. But
yeah, I see.
He was the only one that really ever kind of shut me down.
Yeah.
But I respect his position enough to get it. If he doesn't want it, then he shouldn't have to have it.
Yeah. And two other people you mentioned, Matt Perry, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Weird sort of Hollywood, I guess, like drug sort of shit. But
and
also Bruce Willis, man. Like, have you seen what's happened?
Breaks my heart.
That is one of the craziest things to think about. This guy is like one of the most like biggest Hollywood stars for so many years, and it's like a guy doesn't even have a recollection of anything. It's nuts to see.
As a guy that worked with him and got to be right there with him, hanging with him, and partying with him, and working with him, and I will say that, I worked with a lot of big stars, a lot of big names, but Bruce really had the aura of movie star around, like big time movie, like A-lister, like.
Yeah.
I worked with a lot of the other big ones, but he had this extra sort of charisma, sexuality, energy. And I realized when I was with him that this is rare, this is unique, this is beautiful. And to see it at play, to see him doing it while we were working and while we were socializing and while we were just sitting around.
Just chilling, yeah.
Like it was just omnipresent on him. Whether he was trying to do it or not, I'll never know, but I think it was just there. And I think that's why he became what he became. And then suddenly, so quickly to see illness sort of dim that light. And I don't want to say that in a mean way, like he's not that radiant anymore, but his faculties have been turned down by whatever. As a guy who was close to him and to feel it really resonates, and it makes me very sad. Yeah.
Life, man.
But thank God he had his moment to shed that light on all of us and the world, and it'll be captured in perpetuity, and really a really nice, wonderful guy, that I remember.
I hate to see that happen like that, go that way.
Yeah.
I mean, he left fucking gems, man. Some amazing movies.
Yeah.
Fifth Element. Oh, one of my all-time favorite movies.
The Fifth Element.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bro.
Very interesting movie.
Movies. Yeah. That's just nuts to think that like you just one day it's like, I mean, that's like, I'm obviously not trying to sound like in a weird way, but it's kind of like death. If you get to that point where it just kind of turns off.
Yeah.
You have no recollection. I mean, it's essentially that, which is very sad. Obviously, death is an inevitable part, but
Yeah, it's every day is a damn blessing, and it's just to see that just happen so quickly. That's why we got to get our 6-packs out and wiggle them around
and say fuck it and
Yeah.
show them off.
Show it off.
Oh God. Well, bro, it's been a pleasure. You're a lot cooler. I didn't know you were gonna be like this.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I didn't know at all what to expect.
What'd you think you're gonna expect?
I don't know. I had no idea what to expect.
I didn't either, because we've never met.
No, first time. The vibes are good.
Olive Garden?
Can we rub meat muscles together?
If we have to.
Well, that's a you thing, not me. You want to do
You
it.
asked just now. I already asked once.
I figured that's where we were going if we were going to go to Olive Garden.
No, I just want some clams.
I like the bread.
Okay, we don't have to touch.
Okay, we can do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm
Okay.
down. And then,
Thanks, bro.
thank you for coming on for real.
Thank you.
And then I want to come do your podcast.
Yeah, will you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I'd love that.
And then it'll be even better podcast after the Olive Garden experience. We can share that.
Oh yeah,
We'll share that.
we could talk about that.
Yeah, it'll be good. We won't tell all the.
Will you show your 6-pack on my podcast?
I can't. It's not my contract.
You can't?
I can't.
Okay, because I don't want to ask.
Yeah.
I don't want you to come all the way to my studio and then I embarrass you. But if I already know, then I won't waste time.
Yeah.
Okay, no 6-pack.
No 6-pack.
No 6-pack on the Harland Highway.
No 6-pack on the Harland Highway.
Okay.
We'll figure something else out.
Maybe another one of these. I don't know.
Maybe 2. Fuck it.
Oh, wow. The double bubble.
The double bicep, you
Yeah.
fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Yo, pleasure, bro. You're awesome.
Buddy, power pound
Yes, sir.
it.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Where can they find you if they're interested in watching?
Please check out my podcast, The Harland Highway, on YouTube.
Yep.
We do a new episode every Tuesday. And then I am doing a stand-up tour across the country the rest of this year and next year. So go to harlandwilliams.com.
Yeah.
And coming soon, watch for my new movie that I wrote and directed called Wingman. Hopefully out within the next few months. So we'll keep you posted on that.
Nice. Cool. It was a pleasure, brother.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Larry, thank you.